Most Toyota hybrid owners are slowly killing their battery pack every single day. Not from driving too much or too little, but from one simple charging habit that silently degrades the most expensive component in the car. A replacement hybrid battery on a Toyota costs anywhere from $3,800 to $5,200 depending on the model, and the damage does not happen overnight. It builds quietly over months and years until the battery management system throws a code and the repair bill arrives without warning. After years of working on Toyota hybrids, I have seen this pattern destroy battery packs that should have lasted well over 200,000 miles. The worst part is, the owners had no idea they were doing anything wrong. That is why in this video I am going to walk you through the exact charging mistakes Toyota hybrid owners make, why they cause so much damage, and what you should be doing instead to protect that battery for the long haul. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1. Letting the hybrid battery sit at full charge or full depletion for extended periods. This is the single most damaging habit for any Toyota hybrid battery, and most owners have no idea it is happening. Lithium-ion and nickel metal hydride cells are not designed to sit at the extreme ends of their charge range. When a Toyota hybrid battery stays fully charged for days or weeks without being driven, the cells experience elevated internal stress. The chemical reactions inside each cell do not stop just because the car is parked. At high states of charge, those reactions accelerate degradation of the electrode materials and electrolyte. The same applies in reverse. Letting the battery drain to near empty and leaving it there causes deep discharge damage that Toyota's battery management system cannot fully recover from. Toyota engineers designed the hybrid system to operate in a narrow band, roughly between 40 and 80% state of charge, for exactly this reason. That middle range is where the cells experience the least stress and the longest life. Owners who park their hybrid for weeks at a time, especially in hot climates, are unknowingly pushing the battery outside that safe window. The fix is simple. Drive the car regularly, even if it is just a 15 to 20-minute trip every few days. That short drive allows the battery management system to rebalance the cells, manage thermal conditions, and keep the state of charge in the optimal zone. Toyota hybrids are built to be driven. Sitting idle is what kills them. Mistake number 2, ignoring the hybrid battery cooling system. Every Toyota hybrid has a dedicated cooling system for the battery pack, and almost nobody maintains it. On most models, including the Prius, Camry Hybrid, Highlander Hybrid, and RAV4 Hybrid, the battery cooling fan pulls air from inside the cabin through a small intake vent, usually located near the rear seat or in the trunk area. That air passes over the battery pack to regulate temperature and then exhausts out. Over time, the intake filter and vent become clogged with dust, pet hair, lint, and debris. When airflow drops, the battery pack runs hotter than Toyota intended. Heat is the #1 enemy of hybrid battery longevity. Toyota's own service data shows that battery packs operating consistently above optimal temperature ranges degrade significantly faster than those kept cool. A clogged cooling fan vent can raise pack temperatures enough to trigger thermal management warnings, reduced hybrid performance, and accelerated cell degradation. Cleaning or replacing the battery cooling fan filter takes less than 5 minutes on most Toyota models. On the Prius, it is behind a small panel near the rear seat on the passenger side. On the Highlander Hybrid and RAV4 Hybrid, it is typically accessible from the cargo area. Yet most owners never touch it because it is never mentioned during routine service. A $15 filter and 5 minutes of attention can add years to a battery pack that costs thousands of dollars to replace. Mistake number 3. Aggressive driving habits that force constant deep cycling. Toyota's hybrid system is designed to manage power transitions smoothly. The electric motor assists the gasoline engine during acceleration and captures energy during braking through regenerative braking. This system works best when transitions are gradual and predictable. Drivers who constantly floor the accelerator and then slam the brakes are forcing the battery through rapid, deep charge and discharge cycles that Toyota's engineers specifically designed the system to avoid. Every deep cycle puts stress on the battery cells. The deeper and faster the cycle, the more stress accumulates. Over thousands of aggressive driving events, the internal resistance of the cells rises, capacity drops, and the battery management system has to work harder to maintain balance across the pack. Toyota calibrated the power split device and hybrid control module to favor smooth energy transitions. When drivers override that logic with aggressive inputs, the system compensates, but at a cost. Industry battery data shows that cells cycled aggressively lose usable capacity up to 30% faster than cells cycled gently under the same total energy throughput. Smooth, steady acceleration and early, gentle braking let the hybrid system operate exactly how Toyota designed it. The battery charges and discharges in shallow, controlled cycles that maximize longevity. Driving a hybrid like a sports car doesn't just waste fuel, it shortens the life of the most expensive component in the vehicle. Mistake number 4. Skipping the 12-volt auxiliary battery. This is the one that catches almost every Toyota hybrid owner off guard. Toyota hybrids have 2 batteries. The large high-voltage hybrid battery pack drives the electric motor, and a small 12-volt auxiliary battery powers the vehicle's computers, sensors, and startup systems. Most owners focus entirely on the hybrid pack and completely forget about the 12-volt battery. Here is where the damage happens. When the 12-volt battery weakens, it cannot properly power the hybrid control module during startup. The system struggles to initialize, the high-voltage contactors may not engage cleanly, and the battery management system receives unstable voltage signals. Over time, repeated startups with a weak 12-volt battery can cause the hybrid control module to misread the state of the high-voltage pack, leading to improper charging behavior, unbalanced cells, and premature degradation. Toyota service bulletins have documented cases where hybrid battery fault codes traced back not to the hybrid pack itself, but to a failing 12-volt auxiliary battery. Replacing the 12-volt battery on schedule, typically every 3 to 5 years, is one of the cheapest and most effective ways to protect the entire hybrid system. A $200 battery swap prevents thousands in hybrid system diagnostics and repairs. Yet most owners wait until the car won't start to even think about it. If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Mistake number 5. Charging plug-in hybrids in extreme heat without precautions. For Toyota plug-in hybrid owners, specifically the RAV4 Prime and Prius Prime, charging habits matter even more because the battery accepts energy directly from an external source. Charging generates heat inside the battery cells. When that charging happens in an already hot environment, like a garage in an Arizona summer or in direct sunlight in Texas, the combined thermal load pushes cell temperatures well above what Toyota's thermal management system can efficiently handle. Toyota's battery management system will reduce charging speed when temperatures climb too high, but repeated exposure to high-temperature charging still accelerates electrolyte breakdown and capacity loss at the cell level. Battery research consistently shows that cells charged at elevated temperatures lose capacity measurably faster than cells charged in moderate conditions. The ideal approach is to charge during cooler hours, early morning or late evening, and park in shaded or covered areas whenever possible. Many Toyota plug-in models allow owners to set charging schedules through the vehicle's infotainment system or the Toyota app. Using a delayed charge timer so the car charges during the coolest hours is one of the simplest ways to extend battery life without changing anything else about how you drive. Toyota built the scheduling feature for exactly this reason. Most owners never set it up. Mistake number 6. Never allowing the hybrid system to fully warm up. Toyota hybrid systems are engineered to manage cold starts carefully. During the first few minutes of driving, the gasoline engine runs longer than usual to warm the catalytic converter, stabilize emissions, and bring the hybrid battery to operating temperature. Many owners interrupt this process by making very short trips under 5 minutes, where the system never reaches full operating temperature. When the hybrid battery operates cold, its internal resistance is higher, and the battery management system limits both charging and discharging to protect the cells. This means the regenerative braking system captures less energy, the electric motor provides less assist, and the gasoline engine carries more of the load. Repeated cold-only operation prevents the battery management system from performing full balancing cycles, which require stable temperatures and moderate state-of-charge transitions. Over months of short cold trips, cell imbalances grow. Once individual cells drift too far apart in voltage or capacity, the battery management system can no longer compensate, and the entire pack is flagged for replacement. Toyota designed hybrids to operate most efficiently and most safely on trips long enough for the system to reach full thermal equilibrium. A regular drive of at least 20 minutes allows the battery pack to warm, the management system to balance cells, and the overall hybrid system to complete its internal housekeeping routines. Mistake number 7. Using aftermarket chargers or incompatible equipment on plug-in models. Toyota plug-in hybrids are designed to work with Level 1 and Level 2 charging equipment that meet specific electrical standards. Aftermarket chargers that do not meet proper safety and communication protocols can deliver inconsistent voltage, unstable current, or fail to communicate properly with the vehicle's onboard charger. Toyota's charging system relies on a handshake between the charger and the vehicle before power flows. When that communication is unreliable, the onboard charger may cycle on and off repeatedly, overheat, or deliver charge at rates the battery management system cannot properly regulate. Even small inconsistencies in charging voltage or current waveform quality can stress cells unevenly, leading to capacity imbalances over time. Toyota recommends using UL-listed SAE J1772 compliant charging equipment for all plug-in models. The cost difference between a certified charger and a cheap aftermarket unit is minimal compared to the cost of onboard charger repairs or accelerated battery degradation. Saving $50 on a charger to risk a $5,200 battery pack is a trade no informed owner would make. Mistake number 8. Ignoring hybrid battery health indicators on the dashboard. Toyota hybrid vehicles provide subtle but important feedback about battery condition through the energy monitor, the hybrid system indicator, and the multi-information display. Most owners glance at these screens occasionally, but never learn what the data actually means. When the battery gauge shows a narrower than normal operating range, the battery management system has reduced usable capacity to protect weakening cells. When the gasoline engine runs more frequently than it used to during city driving, the hybrid system is compensating for reduced battery performance. When fuel economy drops steadily over several months, Without any change in driving habits, the battery pack is often the cause. Toyota designed these displays to give owners early warning before a hard fault code appears. By the time the hybrid warning light comes on, degradation has already progressed significantly. Watching for gradual changes in how the hybrid system behaves, how often the engine runs, and how the battery gauge moves during normal driving gives owners months or even years of advance notice. That early awareness creates time to plan, budget, and address the issue before it becomes an emergency. Mistake number 9. Failing to keep the hybrid software updated. Toyota periodically releases software updates for the hybrid control module, the battery management system, and the power control unit. These updates often refine how the system manages charging thresholds, thermal limits, and cell balancing algorithms. Owners who skip dealer service visits or ignore recall notices may be running outdated software that does not include the latest battery protection improvements. Toyota has released technical service bulletins for several hybrid models that specifically address battery longevity through software recalibration. These updates are typically performed at no cost during scheduled maintenance. Running old software means the battery management system may be using charging and discharging parameters that Toyota has since improved. Keeping the hybrid system software current is one of the easiest and most overlooked ways to ensure the battery pack receives every protection Toyota's engineers have developed. Mistake number 10. Assuming the hybrid battery is maintenance-free. This is the biggest misconception in the entire Toyota hybrid ownership experience. Toyota markets their hybrids as low maintenance, and in many ways they are. But low maintenance does not mean zero maintenance. The hybrid battery system requires clean cooling airflow, a healthy 12-volt battery, proper driving patterns, stable charging habits, current software, and regular system monitoring to deliver the longevity Toyota designed into it. Owners who treat the hybrid battery as a sealed, untouchable component that never needs attention are the ones who end up facing a $5,200 replacement bill at 120,000 miles instead of driving past 250,000 miles on the original pack. Every mistake covered in this video shares a common thread. The damage is invisible until it is expensive. Cell degradation does not make noise. Thermal stress does not trigger a warning light until it is too late. Imbalanced cells do not show up on a standard OBD2 scanner. The owners who get the most life from their Toyota hybrid batteries are the ones who understand that the system is durable, but not indestructible. Small, consistent habits protect it. Neglect destroys it quietly. Toyota built these hybrid systems to last. The engineering is sound, the components are proven, and the technology is mature. But no engineering can overcome an owner who never cleans the cooling vent, never replaces the 12-volt battery, charges in extreme heat, and parks the car for weeks without driving it. The battery pack will do its job if you let it. Every step in this video costs almost nothing to follow, but together they protect the single most expensive part of your Toyota. That's not maintenance, that's common sense. If you are enjoying this video, consider watching this one, where I am sharing the exact habits that make Toyota hybrids cross 300,000 miles without a single battery replacement.